The Mike Leach press conference was, there wasn't a whole lot there, but he was asked about receivers. And the question that got him going down this road and got me exploring a little bit more was Rufus Harvey is now your leading receptions. He doesn't have that many yards. Is it just a function of him catching balls that are thrown to him? Yes, probably. But, hey, Dad, I was thinking back to the offseason when we were talking about what was expected of Will Rogers and this receiving core, and you were talking about different guys in there. I don't remember the numbers you threw out, but and I don't mean this as a criticism at all. It was a function of what you've seen from Mike Leach's offense for 15, 20 years, where you're like, you're going to have 3 or 4 guys that catch 60 balls and go for over 1,000 yards. I'm not putting those numbers in your mouth, but it was something that was just kind of rolled off and you didn't really think anything about it.
Right.
Here's the truth, though. You do have, if Tulu Griffin has one more catch, you will have 6 players with 30 catches. If Austin Williams gets 4 more catches, you'll have 7 players with 30 catches. And Jaden Walley could get there also. He's got 24 catches through 10 games. So you could potentially have 8 players with 30 or more catches. But nobody has emerged, right? I mean, it's 44 for Rufus Harvey. Mm-hmm. Your 2 backs, Marks and Johnson, are both at 40. Ducking's got 39. Ra Thomas is kind of the big play guy. He's averaging 15 yards a catch. He's only got 38. Tulu Griffin, 29. Austin Williams, 26. Jaden Walley, 24. Drops off after that. But the yardages are kind of what, I don't know if surprise is even the right word. Rufus Harvey, 9.5 yards per catch. Marks, 5.5. Dylan Johnson, 6. Ducking, 11. Ra 15. Tulu, 12. Walley, 11. Do these numbers at this point surprise you? I mean, there's nobody. There's one player averaging more than 50 yards per game receiving, and that's Ra Thomas. And it's 56.
Yeah, but a good bit, actually. I mean, because I thought that Jaden Walley, I didn't realize Jaden Walley was going to fall off a cliff, kind of the way that he has. Austin Williams kind of fell off the cliff, the way that he has. And I thought that with, Mekhi Polk last year caught 108. I didn't expect somebody to do that again, but I thought, if I said 80, that's almost 30 less catches for one guy. I thought that was a reasonable target for someone like Walley, maybe Ra Thomas, maybe Tulu Griffin to get to. So the balance is great, but the fact that they don't have a guy that on 3rd and 7 they can just say throw it to him. They had that last year with Mekhi Polk. 3rd and 7, throw it to Mekhi Polk, he'll get the first down. They don't have that guy this year. And, you combine that with Rodgers is taking a step back this year. There's just no getting around that in the way that he's played, and that's why those numbers look the way that they do.
And, okay, so you mentioned Polk, 105 catches for over 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns. Woody Marks, is 43 catches fewer than last season. Dylan Johnson is 25 fewer catches than last year. Jaden Walley
that's with 3 games to play. We've got to make clear on that. Yeah.
Well, that's true. Walley at this point is 30 catches behind where he was a year ago. Austin Williams is half of what he had last year. Malik Heath, for all of he's not productive. He had 34 catches, averaged 13 yards a catch, and had 5 touchdowns last season.
They've got a guy there's like 5 guys for State that are doing that. That production has been replaced, I would feel.
Well, but
it's the Polk production you haven't replaced.
Yeah, I was going to say, what is... sorry, I was trying to pull up Malik Heath's numbers in the Ole Miss offense. And I know it's a little apples and oranges. But when you say the production has been replaced, he is the leading receiver for Ole Miss. So 38 catches this year, averaging 16 yards a catch. He's got 3 touchdowns. So he's ahead of the pace, significantly ahead of the pace in terms of yards per catch.
Yeah.
And what? He's on pace to catch 50 balls, including a bowl game this year.
But the way I would look at it is Caleb Ducking, who didn't catch anything last year, will have more catches close to as many yards and more touchdowns than Malik Heath had for Mississippi State last year.
Yeah. But it's still a piece you take out.
Yeah, for sure.